Get the cake right to the side sex. Leave the fire and the roof style stuff. I'm on the grind like we're chasing the stars. From Millmore to Du Valley, we've come so far. Talk about legends, yeah, we know the score. Ronnie, I'm Bobby, we remember you more. From the highs of the Wembley fight to losing our trousers, still we ignite. Red and white with the pride, we're never gonna bow. Fighting like middlemen, hear the roar now. We're middlemen, we stand up tall. Through ups and downs, we giving it all. From Millmore to Du Valley.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Sunday Service Football Edition, probably the best football podcast in the world. We've already got 8 viewers sat waiting to send us messages, waiting to get involved in today's show. Feel free to drop us a message if you're following us on YouTube or Facebook or X. Tonight we have 4 fantastic panelists on, all in different moods based on this weekend's footballing action. Right next to me, right here, is King Bush himself. Half happy, half based on being a 2-team. Mr. Bush, how are we this evening?
I'm fantastic, mate. I think we should have won at Spurs, but we got a last-minute equaliser, so it shows the spirit of the team. Rotherham United absolutely smashed Lincoln City like I predicted. I actually predicted the correct score as well. Just call me Mystic Mac, you know what I mean? I just predict everything. Then I watched the relegation battle, Leeds and Forest. Awful game with 2 teams I believe will be playing in the Championship next season. I'm good, mate.
So just for everybody that's watching, anybody new to the show, Lee Bush, we have to stay silent when he talks because there's no point talking over him. You let him talk his drivel, let him talk what he wants to talk, and then, you know, the other 3 panelists will give me actually some true factual information tonight. Moving on then, next to him, we've got Carl. How are we doing, Carl?
I'm all right. I mean, just to touch on Bush's predictions, this is the guy that predicted United could win the league if they signed Sesko. So, yeah, he's great at predictions.
I'm top of the prediction league, boys.
Moving on.
One second, Phil. Don't move on yet. You're top of the predictions, yeah. So you said you'd win the league if you signed Sesko.
No, I said we could win
United
the league.
is shite. The shite.
We will come on that very shortly, gentlemen. Moving on, down below, we have Turbo Tom in tonight. How are we doing, Tom?
Yeah, really good, lads. Yeah, not bad at all, actually. A good weekend. A great victory for my club, and let's discuss all things the 92. Cheers, lads.
And finally, we have the man, the myth, the legend that is Glory Hole on tonight. How are we doing, GH?
I mean, not too bad. I mean, could be worse. At least we won against Madrid in the week. That if we'd have lost both games, I'd have been even more annoyed. But you know, we'll get on to Liverpool later.
Absolutely. The comments are flying in already. Tom, that was pre-show. Always a great show. Mers on saying Sunday service time. Mers is happy to watch us tonight. We've got the Pep Empire. Come on, City.
City.
No Mark for Championship. No, not heard anything from Mark. And we've got a nice audience. We don't need everybody every single week. We've got John saying evening to everyone. Lee, Phil, Carl, Tom, and GH is also talking about Eddie Howe's time. Is up. Get him gone. He's a clown. So I think there's going to be a few conversations about a few managers that are possibly in the firing line, a few managers that need to really, really think about their positions at their clubs. Lots of other ones coming in, and just the latest one there from Dan Spedding. Evening, boys. Great to have everybody listening in. Great to have everybody watching. Again, send us your comments throughout the night. Send us anything that you want to talk about, any questions that you might have for the panelists. and we will try and endeavour to answer as many as we can. So we're going to crack straight on with the Premier League. It has been an enjoyable 2 days of football in the Premier League. So I'm going to fly over the results, and then we're going to have a bit of a chat. As we have quite a few Premier League pundits on tonight, we're going to have a bit of a chat about each one of their games. So yesterday's games were Tottenham 2, Manchester United 2, West Ham 3, Burnley 2, Everton 2, Fulham 0, Sunderland 2, Arsenal 2, Chelsea 3, Wolves 0. And then today we had Aston Villa 4, Bournemouth 0, Brentford 3, Newcastle 1, Crystal Palace 0, Brighton 0, Nottingham Forest 3, Leeds United 1, Manchester City 3, Liverpool 0. So we're going to dissect some of those games, and we're going to have a look into some of those games. The first one that I would like to start on is Mr. Bush's game. Manchester United 2, Tottenham Hotspur 2. Give us a bit of an overview of what you thought of the game, Lee. And then
first off, we were in control. And Wermo again, probably one of the best players in the Premier League at the minute on form. Absolutely quality. Second half, I think we did what we did at sort of Forest. Was kind of switched off. They scored kind of 2 quick goals. Would have nicked an undeserved victory, but we actually come in the best defender in the league by a country mile. De Ligt is absolutely man-mountain, comes up at the back post, rescues a point. So I take the point. I think Tottenham are a lot better side than there was last season, and I think they're going to have a top half finish. With United, really, I think I'm still confident we'll finish top 4. I mean, after watching Liverpool today, it's actually convinced me even more that Liverpool are finished. Slot is clearly out of his depth. So yeah, I'm confident of a top 3 finish. And I take the point, and we move on.
So you still think Man United have got every chance of getting a top 3 finish?
Absolutely.
Based on just let me finish. Based on a self-proclaimed relegation battle, Forest, and you drew with us, which you could have essentially lost, and then, as you just self-admitted there, against the Tottenham Hotspur, who, yes, okay, they're doing okay. They're not, moving mountains or anything, but they could have took a sneaky win this weekend as well. Are you not concerned by that Man United might be slipping back to their...
No, absolutely not. Like I
ways?
said here, I think Forest are decent at home. It's a hard place to go. So we took the point there. Again, we're the better side. Tottenham, had they won, they'd have gone second. Had we won, we'd have gone second. So it's not like we're playing a mid-table team or a relegation team like Forest. We're playing Tottenham, who are up there this season. So, no, I'm not concerned at all. I'm happy the way we're progressing under Amarin. I think we've got the best young coach in the league by country mile. We've got the best sort of centre-back in the league in De Ligt now. So, no, I'm happy the way it's going. And I think with Cunha and Mbeumo's just on fire. He's unplayable at the minute. We got Ahmed, obviously Doku's living in the shadows of, but Paul believes that he's somehow better than Ahmed. Ahmed was man of the match again. The guy's absolute quality. So,
Bushy, before I get everybody else's comments, I just want to ask this one question. I know it's probably burning in everybody else's thoughts right now, but the comments that you come out with, do you genuinely believe those comments, or are you just
absolutely, Phil?
You're just so far.
That's why I'm top of the prediction league. I know what I'm talking about. You're sat down near the bottom, mate. You know what I mean? On predictions. So, yeah, I believe them.
I'm not. Hold on.
Will
I'm near the bottom.
Well, you're about...
After this weekend, I'm going to go back
How many points are you behind me?
Jeez.
How many points are you behind me?
Without
not
looking
even
at the
close, is
predictions, probably there might
It's
there
not
might
close,
be
is it?
15 points
Even
behind.
even
maybe.
the second place is not even close to me because I am Mystic Mac. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Well, Mystic
I played
Prickstick,
the
mate.
highest,
That's what
I
you are.
Deluded
played
Daniel,
at the
more
highest
like.
level of anybody on the panel, so I know what I'm talking about. I believe what I'm saying. I believe Forest will struggle. I said they would struggle. Where are they currently now? You all said Everton would be going down. Where are Everton?
Just hold on a second.
You all
Bushy.
talk
A lot
pony.
lower than
It's all
Sunderland, which I
anti-United.
predicted would finish
It's
above them.
all anti-United.
Phil, can I interject here? Just want
You
to.
can, Carl. Absolutely, not a problem. Let's
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 pop
quieten
this
this Man
comment
United
up.
fan a little bit. I'll deal with them comments shortly, Mr. Bush. This is my
Anyway,
show, not
right.
yours.
So Mbeumo is the man's on fire. He's unplayable. He scored 5 goals this season. Haaland scored 14. That's unplayable. Doku, seasoned international. Ahmad doesn't even fucking play international football. Let's cover those 2 points. De Ligt, the best centre back in the league. I could name about 5 better than him. Saliba, Gabriel, Diaz, Van de Ven. They're all better than him. You're living in a cloud
There's
cuckoo
only
land.
one better than him, and that'll be Gabriel. The rest, you're talking pony.
Saliba's better than
Same
De
as
Ligt. Van Dijk's better than De Ligt. You're deluded. You said Sesko, you'd win the league if you signed for it. You're coming out with some absolute pony statements. I admire.
Who's top of the prediction league?
Don't keep going back to the prediction league because that means nothing, Mr. Bush.
Lee,
it does.
Right now.
It doesn't. Lee, a couple of seasons ago, Arsenal led the fucking league. Arsenal led the league for 90% of the season. Didn't matter at the end, Lee. So you can have your little. I'm at the top of the predictions. The season's not finished. United are going to be nowhere near the top of the table.
When the season
the end of the
finishes,
season,
Man
your
City
prediction won't be there
unless
either.
you cheat.
Oh, so now we're cheaters again, are we?
Okay. So let's pull it back to the actual games then. So you're happy with that draw then, were you, Bushy?
I'm happy with the draw. We move on. We're solid. The main goal this season, it's a rebuild. The main goal is to finish top 4, get a European place. That's what will happen. I have no doubt in my mind that we get top 4. Liverpool have finished under that slot. He ain't got a clue. Man City, they're not very good either. They just beat a very poor Liverpool side today.
We pumped you though, didn't we?
So Bushy,
we'll pump you at Old Trafford, mate. Don't you worry about that. Your one-trick pony won't do anything there.
Bushy. So obviously we've got a bit of a break. You don't play again now till the 24th. Is that right, against Everton?
Yeah, on the Monday night.
Yeah. Do you think that's going to be beneficial? That bit of a break, and where you can come out and actually win a game instead of drawing them all the time, or?
We've only drawn the last 2, and one was
too many
in away games. Forest will probably get splattered in their next away game. They're only getting a couple of points because they're at home. Like I said, the crap away, they can't do anything.
I didn't ask that, Bush. I never asked for 1 second your opinion on Nottingham Forest. I asked about the break and whether you feel that is beneficial or not to your squad. Nothing
Don't matter to us. Don't matter. We'll beat Everton, no problem. No danger. 3-0. Prediction there for you. Get it in your diary. It'll happen.
I won't be putting that in my diary because I don't put trash in my diary. I only put sense. Right, moving on then. So we'll move on to our 2 pundits, Carl and GH. Tonight we have had a few fantastic games tonight, but one particular game that I predicted was going to be a lot closer than it was, and it ended up being a little bit of a whitewash. GH, Carl, do you want to talk about the Manchester City-Liverpool game?
George, I'll let you go first, pal.
So, first of all, before I say anything about the game, I just want to say Man City were far the better team. They deserved the win. Doku was unbelievable. I don't think I've seen Doku play much better than that today. He was unbelievable. But I want to say the officials, especially, actually no, VAR, I think in particular, were just terrible today because the referee, first of all, in my opinion, it wasn't a penalty because, well, first of all, the referee didn't give a penalty because he didn't see anything clear and obvious that made it a penalty, right? So in the rules of the game, VAR should only step in and give a penalty if they see something that's clear and obvious that the ref didn't see, and the ref clearly didn't see anything clear and obvious. So they've given a penalty based on what? Based on something that's not clear and obvious. So it shouldn't be a penalty. So
George,
in a way,
just for me to sort of like interject just on that one point. So you're confusing a couple of things there. You said the referee didn't see anything clear and obvious. You're amalgamating 2 points. The referee didn't see anything. So VAR interjects if there is a clear and obvious error. There wasn't. Because I let you finish. I didn't interrupt you. Can you just give me the same courtesy? So VAR tell the referee to look at the monitor because he has missed something. There was contact. It doesn't matter if it's minimal. It doesn't matter if it's the smallest touch in football. There was contact. And if there's contact, that's a foul because it's put Doku off balance. The referee has looked at it and he then agrees with VAR. He has made a mistake and that's why there's a penalty. Every pundit on live TV agreed it was a penalty. You're the only one that doesn't. And Bushy doesn't think it was a penalty. Phil, did you think it was a penalty?
I actually didn't see it. I was eating my Sunday dinner at the time. So
Turbo, did you think it was a penalty?
I was playing darts, mate.
Anyway, it was a stonewall. If that had been the other way, I would have had no objections. Anyway, move on now. We've covered that point.
fair enough. I mean, I just think some of Liverpool's shots could have easily gone in if we'd have had, like, there was a shot, I can't remember who did it, but it was literally right across goal. And I think then Gakpo got on the end of it because it went straight across the box because we didn't have anyone in the box. On another day, if we'd have been playing differently and had decided to actually put somebody in the box, like Ekitike, where he should be, then we would have actually scored. So it wasn't just the officials, in my opinion. It was just the fact that we were just like,
yeah, but Goriel, if my auntie had bollocks, she'd be in my uncle as well.
Yeah, exactly. GH, it sounds like you're making a lot of excuses, and they're excuses that really, you know, that's like saying, oh, the Man United Forest game or the Man United Spurs game. Oh, if such and such had happened and such had happened, then it might have been a win for one side or the other side. Yeah, absolutely.
So, just to make a point here, this is the Premier League. It's the best league in world football. Decisions are made by these professionals in fractions of a second. A lot of the time, they don't get them right. A lot of the time, they do get them right. And things will go for you and go against you. Over the course of a season, the best team will win the league. The worst teams will get relegated. That's why, in my opinion, it's the hardest thing to win. Harder than Champions League. Harder than any competition. The Premier League is the hardest competition to win. Saying it, oh, if we'd have had this on another day, if we'd have had that on another day. I remember playing Liverpool a few years ago when Milner could have been sent off 3 times in the same game. We could have had 2-3 penalties. We didn't get those decisions. That's football. You've got to move on. But at the end of the day, Liverpool were a shadow of the team they were last season. And I think that's down to a number of things, like Salah was absolutely abysmal. Terrace was non-existent. Yeah. I didn't even know he was playing.
Yeah, I know.
The only time I knew he was playing was when he got subbed off.
When he came.
And I think he fucking high-fived down his slot. I'm like, what are you high-fiving for? Van Dijk is a yard slower than he was, but he was still okay today. But like, your whole team as a unit were 2 yards behind City. From the first minute, this fixture, I was more worried about this fixture than anything we've played this season. And after 1 minute, I knew we would win. We would win. I used to look at this fixture and watch it live, whether I was at the game, whether I watch it on TV. I'd be shitting myself on seasons gone by. Not today. Not today. I still think you'll come good because you've got 2 good players. I still think you'll get top 4, 100%. I think you'll finish 3rd behind City and Arsenal because you're better than any other team. No, I do. I don't think, from what I'm seeing there, you'll have to go on an almighty run to overtake Arsenal or City. But you've lost too many games now. The league's gone.
Probably, but you know, remember the year that Leicester won it. You know, anything can happen. But obviously, I don't think we'll win the league. But you know, anything can happen.
felt a bit sorry for Gravenberch and Slobbersley and Gakpo because those players are playing pretty well, and unfortunately the players around them are not so.
I think it's just down to our aging squad. We just can't cope anymore, and I think we need to, in the summer, we need to think, right, Salah, we need a replacement for him. Van Dijk, we need a long-term replacement. Just.
But you did throw 400-500 million at it this season.
Yeah.
So saying you're going for a rebuild
and 100 and whatever million is just sat injured.
GH, I'm just going to go through a few of the comments while you've been chatting. Lots of people coming in on the comments. Pep Empire, the officials for me did amazing today.
I agree.
John Sullivan, it was a penalty. Mers, it was a penalty. John Sullivan again, he clips his leg. Think only heard Liverpool fans say it wasn't a pen. What else we got? We've got it's never Liverpool's fault. It's either the wind, the rain, the wrong stewards, the wrong colour flags. Come on, GH, you were poor. And to be fair to GH, he has said, we didn't deserve to win. They were better. I think your main critique was with the actual officials. GH's prediction for Robertson to have a blinder man was so blind he caused Virgil van Dijk's goal to be disallowed. Another one was Ekatike on the pitch today. There's loads coming in. We played Real Madrid midweek. Excuse 40,091. More excuses than apparent charges for City. Double whammy there by John. I like that one. Yeah, double whammy. And does Phil think City will win the league? Do you know what? Out of the two teams that let's face it, are at the minute only in the pipeline to win, I kind of want Arsenal to win it. No, nothing against City, but I kind of want Arsenal to win it just to quieten down their doubters, and I think Arteta's doing a great job at Arsenal. And I think if he doesn't win something this season, I think he's gone, and I think that's going to be bad for Arsenal. So, for the sake of keeping Arsenal where Arsenal are, and quieting the doubters a little bit, I kind of feel as though I want Arsenal to win the league season over City, and it's nothing against City. It's purely solely down to Arsenal and the way Arsenal are. Lots of other comments coming in. This guy is crap, only reads what he wants. Bushy is making them look silly. Okay. You got a fan on tonight, Bushy. I like that. I think Chelsea could be with a sneaky shout. Okay. John thinks Chelsea maybe.
Nah.
I don't think so. I wouldn't mind if Arsenal win for Mers, but the meltdown on Arsenal fan TV might be worth us winning it. That was from the Pep Empire as well. So yeah. So a couple of good games that we've spoken about there. Some other fantastic games that happened in the league this weekend. We'll talk about the Forest Leeds one shortly, but there was some other shocker of games. There was Sunderland 2, Arsenal 2. Did anybody watch that game? And what?
Yeah, I watched the full match, and I know. Obviously, I'm a City fan, and I was ecstatic with the City performance and win today. But I think Sunderland's performance is probably performance of the week. To go in front, playing a confident style, an aggressive style of football against Arsenal, and then going behind to them to show the character and determination they did and get an equaliser. I thought that was the performance of the week. Sunderland, every player on that field was superb to a man, and it was really nice to watch. And I was cheering the equaliser as well.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, both quality teams there were playing that game, and it was a quality game. And I think, like you say, Sunderland went out and they played, didn't they? There was no one on there that was kind of like, taking a setback or anything like that. It was a quality game. Interesting to see where it goes for Sunderland. They've had a cracking start, and drawing at home to someone like Arsenal, that's great for them.
The stadium was electric as well. It was brilliant,
absolutely.
brilliant match to watch.
What I will say for Sunderland, I've got a lot of friends who are Sunderland fans, and I think what they've done, there was that whole thing about the three teams that come up from the Championship get battered and go straight back down. Sunderland are proving those kind of people wrong now. If you have a good recruitment plan and invest in the money, you can do bits. I mean, I was trying to think today. I was thinking about who were the last teams to come up from the Championship that did well in the Premier League. I was thinking Sheffield United under Wilder. Did they finish top 10 maybe? And Bielsa under Leeds. Leeds under Bielsa, should I say, did okay, but everybody else since has done crap. But I mean, obviously, I prefer Sunderland to the terrorists that are Newcastle United. So hopefully, Sunderland keep going well, and hopefully they finish above their neighbours, which is Newcastle United.
Comment coming from our resident Sunderland fan, Dan. Proud of Labris and the boys this week. Give Arsenal a right run for their money. No one will fancy coming to the Sol this season. I agree with you, Dan. Got to agree with you. It's going to be an intimidating one, especially seeing how you performed against Arsenal. I think you just got to keep it going, mate. Keep it.
What I will say about Sunderland, they've had a fantastic start, but their fixtures in December, if I'm not mistaken, see them play City twice, Liverpool, and I'm sure City twice, Liverpool. I'm sure they played Chelsea and Spurs in there as well. And I think they've got a game against, is it Leeds or Burnley, I want to say. So December is going to be a key month for Sunderland. You can pick up a couple of points against those big hitters and then beat that relegation team. They'll be in a good state.
Well, that's about I think they'll get 21 points out of those fixtures, Carl. So
yeah, listen, true to form, Turbo. Your predictions are absolutely superb.
Worse than mine.
You do make Lee Bush look like the Oracle.
The Pep Empire saying I might put a cheeky pound on Sunderland to win the title.
Be prepared to lose that pound then.
Well, who knows? Lots of fans in tonight. Lots of fans for Bushy. Lots of comments coming in for him. We'll get on to those very shortly. And yeah, lots of love for Sunderland, and completely agree with that as well. Lots of love for Sunderland. Then today we've had the Aston Villa trouncing of Bournemouth. Aston Villa 4, Bournemouth 0. Question for the team. Obviously, we've all gone on about some of the class acts that are at Bournemouth not having a very good run at the minute. Do we think Bournemouth have fallen off the wagon? What do we think's happening?
Bournemouth will be fine, Phil. Bournemouth will be top 10, no issue. Is that Dandelion and Burdock?
Yes, it is, mate. Yeah.
Fuck off. Actually. Oh my God. Right. We're back in the 90s. No,
what's wrong with Dandelion and Burdock anyway? I like that.
I've not seen it for about 20 odd years.
That's because you live in Scotland, isn't it? They're a bit.
They just drink iron brew in
about
Scotland.
20 years out of date as well, Turbo.
They only drink Tennent's and iron brew up there, don't they? Bushy, you're very quiet. You're very quiet. Tell me what your thoughts on Aston Villa Bournemouth.
Nothing game, innit? 2-0 clubs.
Do you think Bushy? Do you think the Premier League is just Man United or something?
It may as well be. We bring
both those clubs will finish above United.
No, they won't. You're talking nonsense again. This guy talks the most shit you've ever heard in your life.
Wow.
Verbal diarrhea. I wish they'd just go back to Man City and Sean Gota.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know something? Villa are already above United, so So that
I think your camera's frozen.
They're above Liverpool as well, you pleb.
Only on goal difference. Calm your tits.
And are United above Liverpool as well?
On goal difference, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Pipe down, sweetheart.
He loves it, doesn't he?
Where are United in the league, Lee?
He gets.
Well, no, we're at 7th, sorry.
So
two
more games. Two more games I want to talk about. The first one being Newcastle United.
What is going on there?
What is happening there? I know John's been very vocal about it tonight. He wants
call me Mystic Mac. I predicted a Brentford win.
Call me Mystic Mac.
I did as well, actually.
It's Mystic Meg, isn't it? It's Mystic Meg.
No, it's Mystic Prickstick. That's what
did you predict for that match?
Which one?
The Newcastle
match.
I predicted a loss on that one.
A Newcastle win.
Yeah, Newcastle win.
You're top of predictions, though. What happened?
Just Newcastle are crap, aren't they? What can I say?
So why did you predict them?
You should have known that. You're Mystic Mac.
So let's come away from Bushy being so amazing at these predictions and talk about the bloody Newcastle game. What is happening at Newcastle? It's another loss for them. Away form terrible, home form not much better. What's
happening
is going off at Newcastle?
Watermelon has stopped scoring. He scored about 3 games in a row or something, and then he just didn't do anything.
What's happened is the local rivals are now better than them. So Sunderland are better than Newcastle.
Well, we all knew that from
performance of the week. That as well, by the way, Sunderland.
Bushy, that's the most sense you've spoken all evening. In fact, that's probably the most sense you've ever spoken since I've known you for the last 15, 16 odd years. Absolutely true. Newcastle, terrible. John's not saying much. He's being very, very quiet in the chats since we've been talking about Newcastle. So a bit of a downfall from Newcastle. What do they need to do then? What did Newcastle need to do to turn things around and improve things?
Play better football.
Play Barnes more because Barnes scored today and he hasn't played much in recent weeks. So I think
Glorial, you're a week behind. I said that last week, lad. Get your own fucking insight. I said they should play Harvey Barnes more. They need Livramento. They need Harvey Barnes more. And they need to start playing with a little bit more confidence. But Newcastle will be fine. They're a decent team.
Newcastle need to be sold and not owned by Saudi. I've got a massive problem with them being owned by Saudi Arabia personally. So I'll leave it at that.
You have a hatred for Newcastle that's like Bush's hatred for Forest.
No. I don't hate Newcastle. Trust me, I live in the north. Newcastle is literally an hour and a half away from me. It's a working class city, working class fans who.
It's a fucking football podcast. It's not a geography lesson.
Fair enough, but I believe that the fans sold the soul personally, and I'll leave it out there. Okay. So I've been more.
So you don't like Saudi Arabia? Where do you stand in Abu Dhabi?
The same.
Well, you can fuck right off then, Turbo.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And the final game that I want to just mention is Nottingham Forest versus Leeds. Obviously, Leeds have been having a bit of a bad form of run. Nottingham Forest are trying to come out the other side of 007. Obviously, still sat in the relegation area. And my argument is behind that is the Ange Poster not a clue era. 007. So it's going to take us a good few games to get out of that. But I think it was a very good game, very positive game. Couldn't fault anybody in the Forest side at all. There was not one player that kind of stood out as what the hell is he doing in this squad. And in the words of Bushy, I've got to say it, in the words of Bushy, we're back. Simple as. I mean, I know Leeds aren't, they're not the top sort of side, but the performance of Nottingham Forest over the last 2 or 3 games has just been completely different to how we were under Ange. And in my eyes, I will still stick by Forest will finish the league in 7th place and surprise everybody, including that man in the white suit shaking his head.
Phil, I'm with you. Phil,
yeah.
I am with you. Forest will climb the league and they will finish above United.
I don't know. I'm not saying whether we'll finish above United or not, but I am adamant, and I said it from game week 1. I said it from prior to the Premier League starting this season. Forest will finish 7th, and that is what I'm sticking to. I think we can do it, and I think we will be 7th. Anything higher, I will be buzzing. Notice that the Leeds fans in the comments have been very quiet tonight, apart from just one quick comment from Poppy has just come in. Was a rubbish performance from both sides. We were shocking and can't continue like this. I don't think scoring 3 goals, Poppy, makes it a rubbish side. I think that makes us a better side than Leeds. That last time I checked, because I'm sure we've had this conversation a million times, that goals win games and winning games gives you points.
And Calvert-Lewin doesn't win the
climb
games.
up the table. So, and you can only score goals if you're outplaying the other team. You know, you can only win games if you're outplaying the other team. So, yeah, you can say as much as you want about, you know, we were both rubbish. I don't think we were. I think every single Forest player on that pitch played for the full 90 minutes.
I think that comment's correct. I think it were two poor teams that will struggle to stay in the division. Cole has got more chance of growing some hair follicles than Nottingham Forest finishing above Manchester United.
So Bushy, last season, Bushy, when we did finish 7th, you said
this season we won the treble. What we're talking about the past for.
Just shut up a minute. Just shut your mouth for a minute, otherwise I'll just ban you, right?
You can ban me, but you can't. So
I can ban you, trust me. Right.
Can't.
What I'm saying is, last season you said, these were your words, not my words. We finished 7th, and you said, yeah, you finished 7th, but it was boring football. Listen, mate, I don't care. If we finish 7th and it's boring football, I don't give a rat's ass, mate. Simple as. Where did we end up last season? Above United. Where are we going to end up this season? Above United.
Have you, in your lifetime, have you ever seen Forest win anything? No.
What? Significant?
Yeah, nothing. You've seen them win nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's no point thinking you'd have remembered it.
What year was the Champions
when you were at
League?
Champions League finals,
I'll tell you what, not
finals, League Championships, you've won absolutely nothing.
Right. Why are you bringing up shit? Why are you bringing up the past?
That shit. What are we doing in the Premier League?
Hang on, Glorio. You pipe yourself down. Why are we bringing up the past?
You don't like it when all the people come at it.
It's the past. It's irrelevant.
Wait, we talk about the past. When was the last time United won the league, Lee?
What's that? Doesn't matter.
2013, wasn't it?
So Cole don't want to talk about the past. Now he wants to talk about the past. We just said we're not talking about the past. He's never seen his team win anything. Absolutely not. Before you cheated, when was the last time you saw City win anything? Before you started cheating.
Poppy's comment here. Forest fans live in the past, Lee. We know this.
Oh,
yeah.
Phil, should we gang up on him?
Absolutely, Poppy. But at least we win things.
The thing is, we've got Nottingham Forest in the Premier League playing in a championship stadium, playing championship football. Watching that is like watching championship football today.
But they should have beaten you last week.
Bushy, we nearly beat you last week, so shut your fucking trap.
They should not have beat us. Stop talking nonsense.
Anyway,
moving on.
You are just...
How many points have Forest got? 9.
Listen, don't take this fucking win away from me. Listen, let's have a look at that Thursday. Let's have a look at that Thursday chat. Okay, and let's have a look at the people that are in that Thursday chat. Did Arsenal win this weekend? No. Did Man United win this weekend? No. Did Tottenham win this weekend? No. Did Liverpool win this weekend? No. Did Brighton win this weekend? No. Do I keep going on? The only 2 people that won this weekend that were in the Thursday chat was Carl for Man City and me. So
go on, son.
Down, wind your neck back in. You've
got 9 points.
You're living in
9 points.
Land. You're living
and you're raving like you've won something just because you got a draw against your Manchester United in your cup final at home.
No,
well
Bushy,
done.
What I'm talking about...
Great form. A draw against Man United at home.
What I'm actually talking about, Bushy,
Bring out the red
Is-
panties. Bring out the red panties.
What I'm actually
Lee, can I ask
talking
you,
about,
Lee?
Bushy,
Lee,
What
can I ask you a serious question very quickly? And I'm not having a go. This isn't any bias talk. And you sounded very confident United will beat Everton, and that's all well and good. Just on the off chance, just playing devil's advocate, let's just say you draw against Everton. Yeah, and that'd be 3 draws in a row. Like, at what point do you start to get a little bit concerned about United's form? Is that if they drop points at Everton? Is that if they drop points at Everton and then the subsequent fixture? At what point do you sort of like get a little bit worried?
I don't get worried at all. We've drawn against, admittedly, we should beat championship teams like Forest. We should expect to go there, steamroller them. We didn't. So that's a point dropped. But going to Tottenham,
2 points.
getting a draw. We should have beat Tottenham. Let's
I know,
bear
but
no
you dropped
qualms
another
about
2
it.
points there. If you drop 2 points at Everton, at what point do you go?
Yeah, if we drop points against Everton, I'll be unhappy. It's not acceptable, but we won't.
But if
We're
you
not
do, are you still adamant you're going to get top 4?
I'm adamant we're going to get top 4. Yeah.
So
No
my
danger
question
at all.
to you then, going back to the
Absolutely
original
no
question,
danger at
is:
all. There's
if
only
you drop points at Spurs, you drop points at Forest. If you did drop points at Everton, you said you're still confident. If you drop points in the next game,
them games last season we would have lost. Yeah.
Hold on. No talking about the past. We're not allowed to talk about the past.
This team has got no. We're talking about this season. The team has got character to come back after being so dominant in the game, to be losing 2-1, and then to equalise in the last minute. That's spirit. Yeah, the team's got spirit. United, I'm under no doubt whatsoever we finish top 4. Absolutely no doubt whatsoever. They'll do it at a canter.
I can't wait for you to be wrong. I seriously can't.
Listen, Liverpool, they're not going to get top 4.
Well, let me tell you this. How long has Slot been at Liverpool, and how many titles has he got? How many titles have you got?
What, with Klopp's team? Wow.
So he started to do it. He started to win.
Well done. He took over the best team in England, and now he's turned it into an average Premiership side. And he's spent how much money has he spent? He's bought Isaac that can't even get on the pitch.
Right. I'm going to take control of this show again.
Can I ask one last thing, Phil?
I've let Bush have his piece. Carl, save it for Thursday.
Can I just one last sentence?
Go on.
You're absolutely adamant United finish above Liverpool?
I said we'll finish top 4.
Oh.
That's above Liverpool. It's above Liverpool. I think we'll finish above Liverpool.
Okay, fair enough.
Right. A few comments just come in. Bushy talks more about history than the History Channel. Poppy again. Forest beating Leeds, celebrating like they've won the Prem. We'll let them off lead. They aren't used to big teams. What, like Leeds? Yeah, of course you're a big team. Pipe down and go back up north. Right, and then serious question: when are Bushy and Phil going to get married? Seeing old couples argue less. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, we're going to move on. We've spent 45 minutes talking about the Premier League. Listen, everybody that's watching, I know you all love the Premier League, but there is a Thursday show as well. Make sure you log in 8 p.m. on a Thursday night for the Premier League show, where there'll be no doubt a lot more falling out, but this time with the likes of Mers, Dan, Luke, and Luke Birch for all the other pundits and all the other teams. So we're going to move on very, very quickly to the Championship. So some cracking games in the Championship this weekend. We've had Watford 1, Bristol City 1, Millwall 1, Preston 1, Blackburn 1, Derby 2. Don't know how they managed to win that one. Hull 3, Portsmouth 2, Southampton 3, Sheffield Wednesday losing again 1. Stoke 0, Coventry 1. So Coventry sitting pretty and managing to win away at Stoke. West Brom 2, Oxford United 1. Middlesbrough 2, Birmingham 1. Wrexham 1, Charlton 0. Sheffield United and QPR ended 0-0. Norwich 1, Leicester City 2. And Swansea 1, Ipswich 4. So some good games in there. Anybody want to pick out any of those games? First quick one I'm going to mention is obviously for our good old Mark. We've not heard from him since the Coventry win, so we can only assume that Mark is still out on the piss celebrating Coventry's win away at Stoke City. Or he can find his way out of Stoke. Maybe they've...
That is a good win for Coventry, because I swear Stoke are doing quite well this season, aren't they?
Stoke are third.
Stoke,
that was a massive game for both teams, to be fair. Coventry winning that puts them on 34 points. Borough are on 29, so there's now a 5-point gap. Sorry, hang on. There's now a 7-point gap between Coventry and Stoke, who are in third place. It's Coventry's to lose now, I think. Preston pulling up trees as well. Michael Smith, ex-Rotherham United, and ex-Sheffield Wednesday. He scored in there, I believe, was it 1-1 draw, I think. And Hull are in 5th and Millwall are in 6th.
Oh, no. I don't want Millwall. Millwall worrying me a bit, because obviously you know what it will be like if they get promoted.
Well, you know, I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, when you look at the relegation zone as well, we could be losing 3 massive teams from the Championship, which currently stands at Sheffield United in 22nd place on 10 points. 10 points.
Yeah, that's bad.
Norwich on 9 points. And then obviously Sheffield Wednesday with their points deduction are on -4. I thought Oxford and Portsmouth would struggle this season. They're just above, but I'll tell you what, imagine if both Steel City teams went down with Norwich to League One. I know I talk about League One being a pub league. Imagine them 3 down in League One. That'd be absolutely
crazy.
Mental. But yeah, Leicester, you know, won the Premier League, 9 years ago, 10 years ago next year. Sat in 12th position on 21 points.
Leicester beat Norwich, didn't they? So, and Norwich's manager got sacked.
Yeah, he's gone.
Do you think that's the reason? I think
Liam Manning has been sacked. But he was at Bristol City last season, wasn't he, Liam Manning? And they're currently in 8th.
Wow.
Bristol City on 23 points. I certainly think the Championship is Coventry's to lose, and I think it will be between Middlesbrough and Stoke for that second place. It's the most competitive league in Britain, well, in the world, to be honest with you. And the prize to get up there is the biggest prize in world sport, I believe. So, yeah, Charlton Athletic are doing really, really well, actually. They're in 9th on 23 points. Obviously, in the Championship, most seasons you get to 50 points, then you survive. But I'm looking at that bottom 3: Sheffield United, Norwich, and Sheffield Wednesday. They're in big.
None of them are getting anywhere near to 50.
I think Sheffield Wednesday are gone. They are gone.
I think it's beneficial for Sheffield Wednesday, though, if they do. They can have that big rebuild, can't they? And
hopefully, because you know what some teams do, don't they? Just plummet right down, and then they go into non-league, and you're just like, oh.
I don't think Sheffield will go that far.
Non-league. As much as I'd love that'd be amazing. But I mean, look, Sheffield Wednesday, if they go down, I would assume they would come straight back. Norwich as well. Norwich.
Yeah, they've got to use the striker. That's what Norwich have got.
Sheffield United have no excuse. The running of that club is pathetic because, look, they're on 10 points. 10 points. So, yeah. Look, I don't think Sheffield United will go down. Or Norwich, to be fair. I'd fancy Oxford and Portsmouth to join them. But
I want Portsmouth to stay up because obviously the derby and it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think all credit's due to Coventry. I think I'll agree with that one. I think it's for Coventry's to lose now, essentially, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah, I think Coventry will win it. I would make a special mention. Actually, they were struggling down near the bottom with Derby. They're up to 10th now.
Why are you being nice to Derby all of a sudden?
Won away at Blackburn.
So I was having a conversation. I had a bit of a laugh. So I've got a couple of Derby County acquaintances, let's call them. And I was having a conversation with one during the Derby game, funnily enough. And he said, "Oh yeah, really happy. We're climbing up the table now." And he said, "Normally, if we get about 50 points, we should be, we're all good. We're all good." He says, "So we're halfway there." I says, "Okay, so let's say you get another 21 points. That means you've got to win another 7 games." And his answer to me, this is a typical Derby fan, "Oh, don't they get a point for drawing?" And I went, "Yeah, okay, then you've got another 21 games to draw." So, what my point with it is, it's still so early on in everybody's season that anything can happen. And I think with Derby, are the wheels going to fall off? They've had a bit of a run. Yeah, they've had 4 game run. They're doing all right. Is it going to last? I don't know. What are they doing now that they weren't doing at the beginning of the season? What's changed all of a sudden?
I think Phil, Derby will be absolutely. Sorry to tell you, mate. I think Derby will be absolutely fine, Paul. They're currently, they played 15. They are on 23 points. 23 points after 15 games in the Championship. Unless it was like, who was it? Birmingham a couple of seasons ago when Rooney got in charge, when they were in the playoffs. They absolutely plummeted and got relegated. Obviously got promoted the next season easily. It's between, I'm going to say, Swansea, Blackburn, Portsmouth, Oxford, the Blades, Norwich and Sheff Wednesday. Sheff Wednesday are gone. They are gone. Yeah. But I think Derby will be all right, mate. A
couple of questions coming. Quick question for Phil. Ask GH what his score is on FC 26 game. That's the second person to comment about Glory old get off the PlayStation. Poppy's come back with, I kept putting Derby to lose, but they do seem to look like they're turning it around. They do, absolutely, but we'll see. And Mers, not sure if you've spoken about Middlesbrough and Rob Edwards going to be going to Wolves, but could they start dropping down the table and risk promotion?
Middlesbrough will be fine.
You think Middlesbrough will be fine, do you, Carl?
Strong side, Middlesbrough.
Who do they replace Edwards with, though? Because it's looking likely he's going Wolves.
They could replace him with Lee Bush. He's the Oracle.
I mean,
it definitely can't be me. Just can't watch this host. Sorry, guys. Take care. Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Ta-ta. See you later. Back to the Middlesbrough comment. So who do Middlesbrough get then in place of...
Who's available? That's the question. Well...
The thing is, what they've got to look at a manager who's going to come in and could potentially get them promoted.
The Wolves man. What about the ex-Wolves manager that just got sacked?
What, just swap them round? Have a flip round?
Yeah, why not?
I said somebody that could get them promoted. That's what they've got. Surely that's what Middlesbrough
Steven Gerrard
is, somebody that they could get them promoted.
Steven Gerrard.
Steven Gerrard.
No. One can only assume that they'll go with who's the Stockport manager? Is it Critchley? Is it?
Who knows? Probably.
I don't know who is the Stockport manager.
Is it Critchley? I think it might be Critchley.
Anyway,
what they normally do is they go from they go for the top of League One manager to get them up. But I mean, obviously they've had Neil Warnock.
I as a Middlesbrough chair people, I would be thinking, right, if we're going to lose this manager and he's going to go to the Premier League, he's going to take over at Wolves. Who do we get in? Being in the position that we're in, right now, as Middlesbrough, we want somebody that can keep us here and potentially get us promoted. But then we're going to be in the Prem. We need to have an established manager who would be able to deal with that.
Phil, it'll be Russell Martin. That's my prediction.
I thought Steve Cooper, to be honest, and John's come up with Steve Cooper as well.
It'll be Russell Martin.
Okay, Russell Martin. Bushy, who do you think might go to Middlesbrough?
I don't think their manager will leave Middlesbrough to go for Wolves. Why would you do that?
I think it's been mentioned. I don't know if
I think he wasn't at the press conference or the training last week, so
he's been allowed to talk to a man, but why would you leave Middlesbrough?
Well, it's a step up, isn't
they're a bigger club than Wolverhampton anyway.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. This is why you'd never be a manager, Bushy, because all you do is you look at the bigger club. What you need to think about is where Wolves are at the minute, and as a manager, what he can do by going into a club like Wolves and where he can take Wolves.
He's going to have a relegation on his CV.
Well, not necessarily. A good manager.
You don't know.
A good manager goes in and saves them.
They're not saving them. They haven't got the funds to be saved.
Look, in January,
Premiership club.
Anything can happen. Leicester won the league. Remember, Leicester won the
Prem. But the probability is virtually guaranteed promotion with Middlesbrough.
Is
at a bigger club, arguably, than Wolverhampton. It's certainly a nicer area of the world to live in Middlesbrough as well.
That is true. Now that is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you take all that into consideration. I'd sooner have the promotion on my CV and take my chances with Middlesbrough in the Premiership rather than going to Wolves, getting relegated, and then probably get the sack.
But the thing is, Bushy, he played for Wolves.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So that maybe the reason then. But yeah, I'd probably go Steve Cooper then. If he does go, if I was Borough, I would go for Steve Cooper.
I think Steve Cooper could be a good move.
I don't really rate Steve Cooper. Never have, but there we are.
Shut up, L'Oreal. What do you know? There's that bad ball knowledge again, yet again. And now he's got bad manager knowledge as well. Okay, let's move on quickly then. Let's get the very, very happy two faces that we've got here called League One. So League One results this weekend were as follows. Northampton 2, Mansfield 1, Wycombe 4, Leyton Orient 1, Bradford City 1, Burton 2, Exeter 1, Wigan 1, Blackpool 3, Cardiff 1, Stockport 0, Luton 3, Bolton 4, Port Vale 0, Doncaster 1, Barnsley 2, Huddersfield 3, Plymouth 1, Rotherham United 3, Lincoln 0, Peterborough 5, Wimbledon 0.
Jesus.
Let's dissect some of those games. Let's dissect some of those voices, views, and opinions. So Millers, let's start with Millers because, basically, guys, fantastic win there against Lincoln. What's your comments, boys? What's your thoughts?
You or me, Lee? Who's going first?
I'll let you go first, Tom.
All right, Lee. Right, okay. So yeah, a fantastic result yesterday. Would be probably the worst team I've ever seen at New York Stadium, 3-0. Everything just came together, to be honest with you, because the passing was fantastic. The teamwork was unreal. The work ethic, you name it, the set pieces, everything just came. The stars aligned. And we absolutely battered Lincoln 3-0. And I want to make a point right now. I'll take everything back for the time being. Right. Yeah. Do you know what? We did an absolute job on that team, who I think will be struggling now. I think they'll be bottom end of the league because getting battered by us 3-0 at our gaff. Brilliant. And it has been coming. And Hamish Douglas, centre half, I appreciate not a lot of the panel know who these people are, but bear with us. We did a great job, and just everything just came into place. Dan Gore, as Lee will agree, is the best midfielder in League One. And we're sadly going to lose him in January if we are not in the top 6. I think if we're in the top 6 come January, which I know we will be, they'll let him stay with us. But I'm very confident us and Cardiff City will go up automatically. Lee, over to you, mate.
So it's a fantastic result, 3-0. I predicted 3-0. So people going, oh, he's up. I predicted we'd win 3-0. I got the score correct. It's a great result in a shocking league. Big Boy is on a good run. But does it mean he's the best thing since sliced bread? Absolutely not. Are we still below where I'd expect us to be in League One currently? Absolutely. I still think we should be in the top 6 at the very least at this stage. But we had a shocking start, and obviously we've kind of turned it around. I agree with Tom. It's probably the most complete performance we've had this season. Dan Gore is by far the best player in League One by an absolute country mile. Not even close. I think Tom calling out Hamas as well. Young Douglas, he's a young centre-back that has been thrown in due to injury, and it looks like he's played there absolutely years. He's been fantastic, so special praise. But the biggest praise what I would give, I'm probably going to take the credit for this upturn in form, because I believe my views online have got in the camp, and Matt Hamshaw has thought, King Bush is right. I need to be playing 2 up front. I need to play Jordan Hugel, and I need to play Nombe. And then he started doing it. And lo and behold, we start winning. So I got in the manager's head. I shook him up a little bit, calling him Big Boy, because that got around the training pitch. The players have actually, it's been well documented that they wind him up about my comments. Yeah.
Why do I invite you on this show, Bushy? Why do I invite you on this show?
It's true. So basically, he has now adapted my way of thinking. So he's starting to win football games. So all the Rotherham United fans, I'll happily. I mean, one fan put on X today that he's going to chuck me a drink and everything. He put £100 on Rotherham United at 150 to 1, which is going to bring him about 16.5 grand or whatever it says. And he feels that he agrees with me. He thinks it's my presence that has led to this upturn in form. So Matt, I'm sure, thank me later. I've saved your job. Yeah. Jordan Hugel's the man. You know it, Tom.
Hey, Bushy, you should go to the chairman at Rotherham then and see if he'll pay you some money, for this ultimate wisdom that you've given it, mate. Or is it you just doing it out of the love and the generosity of your own heart, mate?
I'm not here to make financial gain. If I was, I wouldn't be talking about Rotherham United, because I get much more traction if I talk about Sheffield Wednesday. So let's clear that one up. I'm not doing it for clicks. Yeah, if I were doing it for clicks, I'd be posting about Sheffield Wednesday or Man United. Clubs that actually get real traction on the social platforms. I'm not doing it for that. I do it for the love of the football club. So,
and your ego.
No, there's no ego. I'm just telling you what I said. He started doing, and now we are flying. We're flying up the table.
So although Mers has got a rival show, he's got the FPL show, which is 8:00 on a Friday. If anybody wants to log on, I'll do a shameless plug for that. Even Mers, my former security fact checker that is Ultimate Warrior Mers, has said Bushy and his ego. So The Oracle has spoken. That is Mers.
Can I just add something to this?
You can, Carl.
Because
Is he still there? I thought
He is.
gone.
His
There's no
camera. Your
there.
camera's gone off, mate. Oh,
sorry, this Dan Gore fella that you keep raving about, and he's the best player in the league. He's played 13 times for Rotherham. He's not had one single goal, and he's created one assist. And he's got a pass completion.
Statman.
He's got a pass completion of 76%.
Mate. Just watch him play.
Well, yes.
I've just run a check there. He's not even considered in the top 100 players in the league. What are you watching? He's not had a single goal, and he's got one assist in 13 appearances.
We've got Carl. Guess who he's on loan from?
Let me guess. Is it Man United by any chance?
So Tom is no affiliation to Man United. Do you agree with Dan Gore being the best player in League One, Tom?
100%, easily. And we'll not have him come January because he'll get probably recalled. City might put a cheeky bid in for him to get him in their midfield.
Yeah.
But you know what?
But he's not, Tom. You watch him every week, yeah? But he's not the best player. But you watch it with your own eyes because Cole's been in a dark bedroom on the web searching stats up. That's what type of football's come to now. Statman Cole in his bedroom.
Listen, I've got to admit, I know I've never heard of the guy, and I thought, who is this guy who's supposed to be the best player in the league? So yeah, I did look him up, and his stats are appalling. Not a single goal and one assist.
Carl is the best midfielder in the league, mate.
But tell me why? How? Because
he can get the ball in tight space. Do you know, like, for you had, what's his face? Silva. He can get the ball. He can keep hold of it. He's just miles ahead of everybody, mate. He's thinking 28 steps ahead of everybody else.
That's his problem. He should be thinking 30.
Well, fair enough. But I mean,
we've got another fan on, another Rotherham fan. He's tremendous defensive midfielder. But Lee is right.
He wants goals and assists from the defensive midfielder that's just absolutely tearing teams apart. Players can't get near him. When he's got the ball, it's glued to him. He never gives the ball away. He holds it in tight situations. He breaks up the play. He does the simple things. Absolute beautiful. It's like
you need to get him in United's team then, because he might improve you.
Yeah, he probably. I'll be honest with you. He'd probably get in the United team.
Then he'd be the best player in the Premier League, wouldn't he?
In the Premier League.
He's better than Mainu.
Our rival Statman's come on. Gore got an assist this weekend.
Yeah, that was the only one, Mer. That's the one.
And a big shout out to Hugo, massive player again. Lots of looking
at League One. Back to League One. Stockport. Yeah, they're a tidy outfit. Bradford, awful. We'll finish.
So you say just stop you a second there. You say Stockport tidy outfit, but Luton beat them 3-0 this weekend.
They did, and you know every dog has its day. But
we've got Luton next.
John said he's going on his away weekend for that one. He's doing an away day to Luton for that one. Wycombe beating Leyton Orient 4-1. You know.
Well, look, the Chickens podcast. We are now 6 points behind the Chickens podcast.
I was going to put a tweet out about that, Tom, because I bet he's getting twitchy because you had that bet, didn't you, with him?
I did, pal. I did. And albeit they are second, but we're only 6 points behind them. Bolton are bottle jobs. They always have been. Cardiff, I think, will win the league, personally. Stevenage are doing well. Lincoln are bloody awful. Wimbledon are awful.
What's happened to Doncaster, Tom? You know, they'd won the league when they beat us, hadn't they?
I keep scrolling down, Bushy. Oh, they're in 18th.
They're in 18th, yeah. So you got Plymouth in 24th, four losses on the bounce. Port Vale 23rd, 3 losses on the bounce. Obviously, Peterborough 22nd, sneaking a win in there. Blackpool 21st with 2 wins on the bounce. Leyton Orient, I said it at the beginning of the season. Leyton Orient, we're probably gonna get relegated. Where they're sat in 20th at the minute. You know, a lot of people going on saying that Leyton Orient will be safe. this, that, and the other. But I'm sorry, I think my prediction's coming true. They're down there as well. So I don't know. I think it's going to be an interesting League One.
Phil, it's a pub league. This is a pub league.
Yeah, it is a poor league. Kelly Forbobs as well says feisty young fella too. Yeah, the thing with Dangor is he's only a small kid, but God, that kid gets stuck in. He is so good. But obviously you don't see that from a dark room in your bedroom, looking at stats. You're not going to see that ability. Do you know what I mean? So,
Doncaster there in 18th, guys. I know Bushy, you have your opinions on Donny and the Doncaster fans and the city that is the wonderful Doncaster. Sat down in 18th, poor run of form from them as well. What's your thoughts on that, mate?
I think the wheels have dropped off the Caravan. That's what's happened there, mate. They're an absolute awful club, an awful town. I think it's got one of the highest rates of infection for HIV in the whole of the UK as well.
In Europe, Bushy, in Europe.
In Europe, yeah. It's a scummy place of a town, and it's just a horrible place. And hopefully, they go back down to where they came from. Some caravan. It just reminds me, like when you go to Skegness and there's a little caravan park. When you pass through, it just reminds you of passing through a little caravan park. And then obviously they played the Dingles this week as well. So that was like, so I labelled it the Brokey Derby because it's
Brokey Derby. I like that.
Yeah, and obviously this thing have clipped it and tried to make a parody about me, and I got no hair. And I looked like Tyson Fury on it. It was quite good. I'm still a good-looking, handsome guy. You know what I mean? But it's one of them. Brokey Derby, yeah. Terrible. Barnsley are above us still, but that won't be for long. We'll take our rightful place as... We'll finish in the top 3. There's no doubt about that as well. I'm convinced of it. Matt, I'm sure... just needs to keep listening to me. I might do like a Matt Amshaw Lee Bush Thursday where I give him a bit of coaching advice on what he needs to do, and then we'll be guaranteed promotion.
I think Bushy, you do all these meet the Millers, don't you, and stuff like that. Maybe you should just because you've had such traction with this, getting Matt Hamshaw on side and such traction online, and they're talking about it in the training ground. Maybe you should encourage that a little bit and maybe try and get some meet the Millers, but with everyday Millers players, and maybe even try and get Matt Hamshaw to come and do a
what one of the players he loves me, you know what I mean, he absolutely loves what we do on here. He follows the podcast. Obviously I don't want to name him, don't want him to get him in trouble, but he's a good lad, and yeah, it's going sweet at the minute. I'm
really better than Dangor.
Is who better than Dangor?
Your
bedroom
secret player at the Millers.
Mate, turn your light back off, turn your camera off, get in that dark corner, look at your stats.
I have been. You didn't answer my question though.
What's it say? Dangor's not very good.
It says Rotherham United is better than Manchester United.
Oh yeah. Oh, maybe.
Anyway, is this mystery player better than Dangor? Yes or no?
Which mystery player?
The one that likes the podcast.
Is he better than Dangor? No, he's not a better footballer than Dangor.
Well, he's not watching the podcast anymore, then, is he?
But he's the best player that's contracted. He's the best player that's contracted to the club that we actually own.
And what's his name?
I'm not telling you.
What position does he play?
I'm not telling you.
Come on, you
Everybody
can do that.
knows who it is.
Who is it?
It's fucking John Hugel.
All right.
He's done himself.
He's fucking
the guy. He's not pony. He's played in the Premier League, mate.
Right.
West Ham went for over 15.5 million, mate. Quality player.
Right.
Anyway.
Rocky Santa Cruz went for 20 million. He was shite.
Who?
Oh, forget it. He's gone.
We're not talking about him. We're talking about Rotherham in League One. So League One, Tom's done a great video today, which I've posted out. It is like a pub league. I'm not going to lie to you. The standard is absolutely awful at League One level. And I don't think there's much difference between League One and League Two. As we've seen, we got knocked out of the FA Cup by Swindon in League Two. So, yeah, it's a poor league and we should be getting out of it. No. Kelly Bob says Hugo was brilliant again yesterday. He was. I mean, I want to ask Tom this, actually. Quick one with Tom. Had Michael Smith played like that, they would be raving and raving about what a complete number 9 performance that was. But because it's Jordan Hugo, it kind of doesn't get said enough, does it?
They've got this thing about
because he earns money, because he's on good wage.
He earns money, because he earns. I read somewhere $9,000 a week. I'm sure it's not that much, but if it is, fair enough. That's he's negotiated a good contract. Yes, I agree with you, Lee. I think Jordan Hugo makes himself available. He's constantly fit. He puts 110% effort in. He'll play anywhere the manager tells him to. He's a proper team player. However, a proportion of our fan base just don't like him.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is as well, Tom. It's like bedroom boy in the top right-hand corner. We get these fans these days where they sit in the bedroom and they look at stats and they're going to say, oh, he's a striker and he's hardly scored any goals and he's hardly done any assists. Because if you don't do assists and score goals this season, you're a crap player, regardless of what position you play, whatever. It's nonsense. But people have stopped actually watching the game of football. Your eyes don't lie. There was a point in the game yesterday where he controlled it on his thigh, brought it down and then flicked it over the defender, and then away we was. And it's like, it's just
what did
brilliant.
he do after that?
He played it to the player that I just said.
So, but like doing a flick and a trick doesn't win you football matches.
No,
putting a ball in the net. Putting a ball in the net wins you a football match.
Carl, we won 3-0, mate.
I know. I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying to you is a trick doesn't win you a fucking football match. Putting the ball in the net.
Tell Doku that then.
Well, he put the ball in the net and he also won a penalty. Complete masterclass from Jeremy Doku.
He played
international player.
As good as Ahmed. So
you deluded. Down. Well, Phil, would you rather have Doku or Ahmad?
Come on, Phil, be honest, because Phil, we had this discussion.
I'll be perfectly honest. Based on recent performances, I'd rather have Ahmad.
Thank you.
Oh, come on.
Oh God!
Even I take Doku.
What's Doku done for the last?
Glory old, you're not even involved in it, mate. You play FIFA and you go on the FIFA scores.
Turbo.
Stats higher on FIFA or flipping something.
Doku or Ahmad?
Ahmad.
I'm asking fucking Turbo.
Oh, Doku or Ahmad? What, for Rotherham?
Just
both of them.
We'll take them both if they're going.
If they're up for it.
Man.
You couldn't fucking afford them, mate.
I'm done. Anyway, can we move on?
Laurel, Isak or Hugo?
Hugo.
Yeah.
The final one.
Hey, Bushy, Amarim or Pep?
Amarin.
See, that is where you know how deluded he is.
So Tom, Bushy's obviously said, what did you say, Bushy? Top 4, top 3 for Rotherham?
Top 3, yeah.
Top 3. Tom, where do you see it?
It's between us and Cardiff for the title, so top 2.
Yeah.
Sorry, say that again.
It's between us and Cardiff for the title, so top 2.
You think Rotherham are going to contest the title?
100%, because these teams are part-timers. They're actually pub league standard.
Part-timers? I swear that every team in the Football League is full-time.
It was sarcasm, Glory Hole. But I mean, now we're going to batter everybody in front of us now. I'll be amazed if we don't get 90-plus points between us
One
and
sec.
Cardiff.
Are you taking the piss here, really?
No.
You're not taking the piss?
No.
Okay,
What's
moving
it?
on.
You're winding me up here.
Swiftly moving on.
We're going to go on to League Two. So some of the League Two games, the other Sunday League games were...
My head's hurting.
Crewe 3, Shrewsbury 1, Colchester 0, Bromley 2, Barnet 2, Milton Keynes 2. The match between Cheltenham and Notts County was postponed. Crawley 2, Fleetwood 1, Newport 2, Walsall 4, Chesterfield 3, Accrington Stanley 3, Salford 0, Cambridge 0, Bristol Rovers 0, Gillingham 1, Swindon 2, Tranmere 1, Barrow 2, Grimsby 2, and Harrogate 0, Oldham 1. And that postponed match between Cheltenham and Notts County is being played tomorrow. So what were thoughts on League Two?
Walsall, the top of the league again, but they were top of the league for most of last season, and they absolutely balled it. Swindon did a job on us last Saturday. They're currently sitting second on the same amount of points, so I fancy Swindon to go up. Salford are not doing too bad under Carl Robinson. They're in third on 26, and I still believe MK Dons, Paul Warren will end up getting them promoted. They'll come second or third because 4 teams go up in League Two. At the bottom, Newport, Shrewsbury. It's a shame with Shrewsbury because they're not a bad side or a bad club, but I don't know. Chesterfield, mid-table mediocrity. Barrow, who's living Barrow, doing all right. But I mean, I would say Walsall will not make the same mistakes they did last season. I think they'll win the league along with Swindon. I think MK Dons will finish top 3. Personally,
Tom, is there anybody in that league? Say Rotherham don't make it and they don't get promoted. Is there anybody in that league that you're excited about playing next season? Is there anybody in that league that you just go in? Another year in League One playing Sunday League teams. Is there anybody that actually excites you?
I'd love to go and Barrow in Furness. I used to live in Barrow. I used to live next door to the stadium. Obviously, I was in the Navy. That's why we build the submarines. So I'd like Barrow. I'd also like a Hampshire Warren derby. Regards MK Dons, but this is all irrelevant. Phil, because we will be in the championship next season, mate.
Kelly Four Bobs is getting carried away, Tom. I think she thinks that you are getting carried away based on Rotherham going up. I'm presuming on that one. So a bit in terms of League Two, not. You both, obviously both League One fans there, not really impressed with any of the leagues. But I'm looking down the table for League Two at the minute. I mean, you got Bristol Rovers sat there in 17th, and they got 5 games lost on the bounce. Harrogate 21st, again 5 games lost on the bounce. Yet you've got Newport there at the very bottom, where they've had in the last 5 games they've had 3 losses and 2 wins. So it's a bit of a weird league, isn't it? You know, shouldn't be
in League Newport. Shouldn't be in the English League. The Welsh. So they shouldn't be.
Well,
in
same with a lot of teams, isn't it?
Say the same about Wrexham, really, can't we? You know,
and Swansea.
Exactly.
And Swansea.
Shouldn't be allowed. Shouldn't be allowed.
And what's that? There's another team as well, but anyway.
Cardiff, Swansea.
Oh, Cardiff, yeah.
Shouldn't be allowed in the leagues. So.
Yeah, I think
league.
MK Dons will go up from that league, and I'm hoping Chesterfield go up as well.
MK Dons
Chesterfield come up.
They're the ones.
L'Oreal, you sound shocked with MK Dons.
Well, no, it's just I swear that's the club that nobody likes. They can never fill out their stadium.
They've got the highest budget in that league. They've got a manager that's known for promotions at that level. They should get promoted. I'd tell you to ask your mate in the far right hand corner, Statman John, but he seems to have disappeared. his internet's either dropped out
Carl has done a dive.
or he's just realised he's got
Rey Mysterio and
absolutely
disappeared.
tonight off King.
He's definitely done a John Cena. You can't see me. So obviously we've gone well over on our time. So we're not going to do a feature presentation this week. I'm going to do the feature presentation that I was going to do this week. I'm going to do that next week based on the fact that there is no Premier League games next week. So we'll have a little bit more time to do our feature presentation. Very good one that I wanted to do, but it is going to take up a good chunk of time. So I think it's going to be more suited to do that on next week's show. Last week's feature presentation was all about League Two.
Yeah.
My spreadsheet is not on this computer. My spreadsheet is on the computer in my office. So tomorrow morning I will fully update that that spreadsheet of all the people that sent me their results from League Two. And I will announce a winner on TikTok.
I don't think I did that well, to be honest. But
I'll do a TikTok and announce the winner based off TikTok. So I'll get that information from my other computer. So we're going to end today on what's known as the lighter note. So each week we like to have just a little bit of a lighter side of football. And this week I've given the responsibility of the lighter side of football to our man of zero ball knowledge, Glory Hold. Over to you, mate.
so since it's obviously, as we all know, it's Remembrance Sunday, I thought I would give some football facts based around Remembrance Sunday. Some nice ones, obviously. So what I was going to do is just read out a few facts. And so during 1914, the British and German soldiers actually played a football match in no man's land to just remember the people that have been lost. So it's nice that they came together and actually, for once, did something to remember the lost, because, you know, as much as they probably didn't like each other, you know, it's nice that they did this thing during the time of suffering for a lot of people. Just on that one,
Gloria, before you jump to the next one. I think not long ago, it might be a couple of years back now, I think one of these big advert companies did an advertisement very similar to, you know, two battling armies sort of coming together to play football. And it just shows you what football is all about. It's about bringing people together. Yeah, we have our banter on this show, and you know, we slate Man United, and Man United fans slate every other team, and you know, there's issues in League One, and League Two's a bag of crap, and Doncaster live in caravans and all that lot. And it's all, some of it might be true, you know, but all of it is generally, it's just a bit of a banter thing. It's a way of interacting with other fans and having a good time. And that's what football's about. In my eyes, I think football's that beautiful, beautiful thing where we all fall out about it, but it can change people's lives. It can alter the way that people think about things, and it can, at the same time, it can bring people together, which is an absolutely fantastic thing. And just like it showed in 1914, when the two sides decided to have a bit of a kick around together. Great.
Which was, I might add, George, it was Christmas Day they did that.
Right,
they came out, they played the trenches. Have you ever seen Blackadder Goes Forth? Yeah.
Yes.
He was never offside, is the joke. But, I mean, yes. Aye. Carry on, mate.
So, many professional clubs obviously have had many ex-players served in the wars. So a lot of clubs like Chelsea, Aston Villa still honour all those ex-players with many tributes outside of just playing the football match, which is nice to see. Many clubs across Europe, including Germany, France, Italy, all now join in. And this is, proves that, a lot of countries probably hate each other for various different reasons, and probably to do with the war still, but a symbol of peace and remembering what's gone on, and they're still willing to get together, which is nice to see, considering, you know, a lot of people would have thought that if you're from a certain country, you're not going to get on with another country. youth teams across all of the UK also hold a minute's silence and show that the younger generation will be, looking up to the actual first teams and doing this in the future properly for their first team. So it gives them a bit of chance to prove themselves and show that they're strong enough to actually, do all of this, so on Remembrance Weekend, football reminds us that you need to respect everyone, no matter what goes on, and just, embrace everything that's happened in life and just take a moment to think. It's not all about football. Your team might be shit like Liverpool, but everyone can come together and remember those. It's a time that you've got to be respectful, and everyone seems to come together, which is lovely to see.
Absolutely, George. And what I will say, I know what you were getting at there before. Germany is not an evil place.
No,
they just had a.
It's a beautiful country. Germany is a beautiful.
It's beautiful. I'm fluent in German, by the way.
Oh, wow.
But Germany just had a tyrannical leader who was from Austria, and him and his mates were absolutely fucking awful. But Germany's a lovely country, and it don't mention the war. I mentioned it once, but I think I got away with it. Is a line from Fawlty Towers. But anyway, Germany's lovely. But yes, I am fluent in German.
Just a few comments that have just come in based on what you're talking about, GH. John's put, and by GH we mean Google. But no, John, at the end of the day, I phoned this on GH earlier on today. And very touching, very lovely that he's coming.
It was lovely.
In based
George,
on
that was great,
Remembrance Sunday. So Poppy agrees, love the Remembrance idea, GH, but I do wonder if you still live in your rock sometimes.
Says you.
Somebody then put on, and I need to go back to the comment. Bushy looks chuffed, lol. And then Mers has replied with, Bushy probably looking at how good the Sunday service viewing figures are doing compared to Miller's Monday and thinking, how can he take that top spot back? Absolutely, Mers, absolutely. Poppy's put, Mers, are you drunk tonight? And John, we don't need a geographical history level. Let GH have his moment. Absolutely. No, thank you for doing that.
I want to say well done to GH there,
Yeah,
to be fair. He did well there.
I know I dropped it on you later on today, GH. So thank you very much for doing that.
George, I'm ex-military mate, so well done, pal.
Yeah, really bringing it into the remembrance service, very, 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 very nice, mate. I went to a parade today. I know yourself did, Tom. Not sure if either of you two did, but yeah, it's about bringing people together, isn't it? And that's what football should be about. And it doesn't matter, race, colour, sex, wherever you're from. It does not matter. Football brings people together, and rightly so as well. So yeah, that is it for tonight. Some fantastic comments coming in tonight. Sorry we couldn't answer everybody, but we've done what we can. Next week's Sunday service show is obviously going to be minus Premier League because there's not going to be any Premier League games next week. And I'm not sure if there's any Championship neither. I don't think there's
no, there won't be Championship, and there'll be limited League 1 and 2.
There'll probably be limited Championship, and
Let's do a quiz. Let's do a quiz next week.
So next week I've got a quiz set up. I can do some. I did it last minute again, so I can make sure I get my facts all right this week. And Mers doesn't spit his dummy out on me again. So please make sure that everybody likes, follows, shares, and everything else with this
Drop
podcast.
A comment.
It would be great if you could drop a comment once you've watched this show today on our YouTube page. That would be absolutely fantastic. Just tell us how you thought the show went. Please don't forget that this is not the only show of the week. This show, although it is the pinnacle show and it is probably the best show, we have others as well. We've got the mere second place Miller's Monday, which comes out at 8 p.m. on a Monday. That's all about Rotherham United. So lots more falling out, lots more talking, and lots more taking the mickey out of Doncaster on Monday night. We've also got our Thursday night show. That's on 8 p.m. on Thursday. That is the Premier League chat. So it'll be a roundup of this past week and a bit more delving into the arguments that we've been falling out about today. We've also got the Friday show, which is the FPL show. That may or may not go ahead. I don't know. I'll have to speak to Mers about that, but we'll get that advertised out. And then obviously back here next Sunday for the Sunday service, the best football podcast show around. Thank you to Mr. Bush. Thank you for Tom. Thank you to GH. And thank you for our stat man living in his dark, dark bedroom. Wow.
Cheers, Jeff.
He's gone to go and play with himself now.
Jeff.
We're all going to go and enjoy the rest of our Sunday night. We hope you have all enjoyed the show, and we will see you next time. Thanks, everyone.